I could be rich, I could be poor. I could go right back to it. I'm content with nothing. I'm content with nothing. And that's the thing. When you're content with nothing, what could they take from you? What's up, baby? I'm back. It's your boy, Gary G. Garcia, with my first, or it's either my first episode of Rated G or my 50th episode of Rated G, depending how long you've been knowing me. It's a new show with an old name. I'm here with my boy, Brian Licata, the producer extraordinaire. And I'm doing it again. I'm doing another podcast, people. Let's see where this one goes, man. I'm kind of excited, and I don't know how you feeling, Brian?
I'm pretty pissed right now, but it has nothing to do with the podcast. I booked a trip on Spirit, which was my first mistake, and I'm trying to cash in my reservation credit, and it's not going so well. Sorry, you had to walk into that. I'm a little flustered.
Yeah, you still flustered, ain't you? All right. See, here's the thing, man. That was beautiful to watch. I loved watching it, yo. Brian was trying to book a flight, and anything he said, it didn't matter. She was not hearing it, and he was just getting aggravated. And all I kept thinking was, you were a little rude here and there, and I was like, being rude ain't gonna make you hear her any better. See, but that's the problem. That's the problem with the world today, people, is that nobody listens. I noticed that. See, you think it's just Spirit Airlines because they suck, and you kind of expect that, but it's not, dog. It's everywhere you go. People just don't listen. They all want to talk, but they don't want to hear what you're saying. You're sitting there, you're saying B as in boy, and I swear to God, I'm just waiting for her to go T as in toy. T as in toy. You're like B as in boy. I don't hear you. It was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, and for the record, she wasn't listening to anything I was saying at all.
At all. People don't listen, dude. I did a show the other night with Zach, Adam, Gable, right? Zach.
Yeah.
Who else was there? John Wallace, right? And Shoshana. And we did this show at this restaurant, and we sitting there, and we waited 45 minutes for the waitress to come up, because this is before the show, so it's a restaurant. We want to eat.
Right.
We're waiting 45 minutes. She finally comes up. I go, could we? Well, she doesn't even come up. I finally get her attention and call her over. She comes over and she says, "Hey guys." I go, "Yeah, we want to order." She goes, "Do you got tickets for the show?" And I said, "Oh no, we're the comics." And she goes, "Yeah, but did you buy tickets for the show?" And I said, "Nah, no, we're the comedians. We're the ones, we're doing the show." She goes, No, I understand. But, there's a comedy show going on. Did you guys purchase tickets online or call up? And I said, I look at her and I said, we're the people that they're coming to see. We're the reason they bought tickets online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Not many people bought tickets. You know what I'm saying? It was a complete shit show, to say the least. But, you got to do those things, even though I thought I was beyond them. But comedy is very humbling. You're never beyond anything, And I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me, and she's like, "Hold on one second." And she goes to the back, and we don't see her for 25 minutes. Stays in the back for 25 minutes. 25 minutes. And Zach is like, "Nothing's real anymore. This isn't real. This isn't happening." He's like, "This table's not real. This wall." And I'm just dying laughing. I'm like, "Dude, is it just me or people just..." She comes back, right? And she goes, "Okay, I'll take your order." All right. And she's taking order. I said, I had a lot of time to think about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Are you ready to order?" We've been ready to order for an hour and 20 minutes. And I say, "Yeah, let me get a lamb shawarma, wrap." And she goes, "Okay," writes it down. Then Adam goes, "Let me get a chicken shawarma wrap." And she goes, "Okay, 2 chicken shawarma wraps." I said, "Hold on, what did you just say?"
Oh my God.
I said, "What did you just say?" She said, 2 chicken shawarma wraps. I said, "Where did you hear 2 chicken?" I said, "Lamb." Even if my accent, because people tell me I have one,
right?
But even if that was a problem, it's one fucking syllable. Chicken, lamb. So like, there's two choices to choose from: chicken or lamb. There's no other one syllable word I could have mixed. Like, what the fuck? Don't you listen? And the food was terrible, to say the least. It only took 2 hours. And Zach ordered a chicken and they bring him fucking lamb.
Did you get the lamb too, though?
I got the lamb, and it was horrible. And Zach finally, this is like after, because he came a little late. So after we're all already eating just a quarter of our meal, because it was shit. Right. He comes out with a lamb plate for fucking Zach. And he's like, Zach's like, I didn't order the lamb, I ordered the chicken. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, my bad. I'll fix it. I'll bring it back. He goes, nah, it's okay. He goes, you sure? He goes, nah, I'm good now. Because we're almost at the end of the show now. Now the show already began. Right. 4 comics went up. But, you know what I'm saying?
That's and you got their food?
And he's bringing them Zach's food. I got my food by the second comic. You know what I'm saying?
You guys were all at the same table.
Yeah. We ordered, dude, it was insane how slow this was. And it's like there was really nobody there. It wasn't like we packed this place in. There was nobody there. Right. It was one of those real, like, question whether or not you want to still do this shit shows. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, Zach's like, nah. And he's like, nah, I'll fix it. I'll bring you the chicken. And I'm thinking, what do you want him to do? Stay over? Yeah. Like, you want him to fucking stay here tonight and you'll give it to him in the morning for breakfast? He'll have a chicken Schwarma for breakfast, you dumb fuck. People they don't listen. I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped drinking coffee because I like Dunkin' Donuts. And I don't fuck with Dunkin' Donuts no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to Dunkin', every time I go to Dunkin' Donuts, there's a problem. It's just bad energy. I don't need that. I'd rather get over the whole coffee addiction. I don't need bad energy. They don't listen. I say, let me get a medium. I go there every day. Let me get a medium coffee, milk and sugar, 1 extra sugar. Right? Milk and cream. Where did you hear me say cream? Once again, the syllables alone. Cream, sugar. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with you? And this is like almost every day. Right. Never get the orders right. Never. And it don't matter who's behind there, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was an Indian thing. I thought maybe, not like this. I thought maybe we not communicating right.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe they think cream is milk. You know what I'm saying? No, I went over the other day to go to fucking Department of Motor Vehicles in West Bubblefuck, Jersey somewhere. White people. Just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen. Milk and sugar, cream and sugar.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's something like generationally that's like going on, or what?
I think people, because of the internet and everybody thinking that their opinion matters, even me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on the fucking internet, like, why? Who the fuck cares about what I gotta say? But I think that's what it is, man. Is that everybody thinks their opinion matters. They're so quick to give an opinion, they're not listening to anybody else's. And to set the record straight, your opinion might not matter. It doesn't matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, your opinion really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. And yet everybody thinks everybody should give a fuck about what they think. Why? Why should anybody give a fuck about what you think? Some shit matters, but some shit don't. Like, that's why I don't go on internet and I don't go on Instagram and Facebook that much anymore. I go on it just to see how the people who follow me, I follow them back, and I follow them. So I go to see how they doing. Right. Because I missed some shit from some real good fans that come to see me all the time. That's like family now. And I missed some major shit, when I had to find out on the side and didn't know what was going on. So I try to stay in touch as far as, one day you won't be able to do it. But the ones that were there on the come up, they were there for you on the come up. You stay true to those people. So I go on every now and then I could be on three little swipes, and then there's someone's opinion about some certain thing, and I'm starting to get aggravated because I don't agree with the opinion. It's a stupid opinion, but then I don't even know if this person is smart. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know this person. I got 3,000 friends on Facebook. I do not have 3,000 friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have 3,000 friends, and yet I follow these people, and sometimes I'm starting to think, like, how the fuck could he say that? I don't know this person. I don't know what he does. I don't know how he thinks. I don't know if he brushes his teeth and wipes his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what this dude does. And I'm sitting here getting upset over his opinion. And then there's 300 comments on it. A bunch of people that probably don't even know this motherfucker. We friends on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit, the word manipulation that they use to make us feel like we're somebody, man. You're somebody without that shit. I don't need a friend in this world. I'm still somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's the problem, is that they caught on to the fact of what people need. So they create this platform and they call them friends. You know, you like a picture and it pops up as a heart. A heart signifies love. So you see that, but they set you straight when you look and it says likes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It sets you straight. You know, at the same time that it tries to touch those things that make us feel like wanted, oh, my opinion matters, and a bunch of likes and stuff like that, they also destroy your shit too. You know, because you'll post something up and they'll show you how many people looked at it and didn't like it. They'll show you how many people swiped right past it. They'll show you that forwarded on the stories. You check your stories.
Oh, yeah,
and it'll say like,
yep.
It'll say like 46, you know, I don't put up a lot of stories and I don't get a lot of likes. I'll keep it real. But it'll be like 46, you know, views. And then it'll be like 43 swipes, you know what I'm saying? Like 43 forwards. And you're like, damn, motherfucker, it's a 1 second, it's a 1 second fucking thing that pops up. You swiped right by it. Cause I don't put up videos and none of that shit. So those lets you know you ain't shit. At the same time, it's trying to tell you people love you and you have friends.
Yeah, it's weird how like phones and those social media platforms are kind of like little endorphin fucking boosters for people. You know,
Dude, they know.
And I can see it too. Even like when, you know, if I make a video for you guys or for myself, I'm like, oh shit, I got 100 views on that. It makes you like it makes you feel a certain type of way.
It's that shit that stimulates that mind, dude. It's like a little shot of it's like a little shot of like internet cocaine, dog. Yeah. It's what attracts us. It stimulates that shit. Is what we love.
It's like a crack hit. You know, it really is what it is.
Well, that's what it is, though, man. And just like any other, it's a drug. It's a drug. People like to fucking judge other people for fucking taking stimulants. What are you doing when you fucking on the internet all fucking day? You stimulating yourself, and they know that shit. That's why the minute you stop on a picture, it's ticking how many milliseconds you're on that fucking picture. And the more shit you stop on, that's what they feed onto your shit to keep you on that shit, so you ain't paying attention to the shit going on around you. Mm-hmm. Keep you at home and occupied on that garbage, you know. But fuck it, I like to stay home. You know what I'm saying? I like to stay home, man. I don't give a fuck, man. I like to create. I like to masturbate. I like to fucking smoke weed alone. You know, I like all that alone shit, man. When people tell me they're bored, I'm like, learn to love yourself. And I don't mean just love yourself. I mean, learn to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you love yourself, you can't help but love yourself every now and then.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, I'm so fucking awesome. I see what people see in me. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. That's why I'm down to do the podcast, because I'm so fucking self-centered, man. It's like, you know, why guy? Who you gonna bring on? And why bring on anybody, man? Let's just
me and you rocking it out.
Me and you, dog. I feel like we're gonna get very close to this fucking podcast, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got a couple other cool things going on. ACJokes, some other podcasts too. But that's why I've been hitting you up, because I've been trying to get this started. I know once we get going, it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, man. I think at this point too, I just like to mention that at no point do the views and opinions in this podcast represent the views and opinions of ACJokes. So, should just understand that, like, they don't necessarily back me, but on everything I say, but you know, they let me do what I fucking do, man. That's called comedy, motherfucker. So I also want to big up my people at ACJokes, my boys at Grizzly Pear. Can't wait for them to reopen. You know, I like to do shout outs during my podcast every now and then. You know, it's in me, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I'm just going to come on, keep doing this shit. I'm going to let y'all know how I'm doing. It's been a while. I'm still alive. You know, I know when people don't hear from me for a while, they think I'm dead for some reason. I don't know what that is. You know, the same thing with dreams. People never have good dreams about me. Nobody ever says, yo, G, I had a dream about you last night. I'm like, yeah, what happened? They were like, nah, we was chilling in Hawaii. It was dope. You was rich. Like, we made it. You know, it's always like, I'm doing some foul shit. or my man's like, I had a dream. I'm like, and this is my boy. I'm like, yeah, what was it? He goes, yo, it's crazy, dude. You in the electric chair.
Yo.
And the kids were on your lap, and we were trying to get our kids off your lap because we didn't want to get electric. I'm like, yeah, dude, that sounds right. You know what I'm saying? People don't have good dreams about me, man, ever. That's why when people are like, I had a dream about you, I'm like, yeah, keep it to yourself. I don't need the energy. You know, I don't need that fucking negative energy around me, man. You know, but yeah, man, things are happening, people. I'm thinking about moving. What do you think? You think it's a good idea?
Moving where? In the same?
I'm thinking, well, right now I'm in Atlantic City, and I don't know, because like I got a great apartment there, but it'd be nice to not like walk out of my apartment and just see, you know,
Atlantic City.
Yeah, it's like you walk out and you walk into despair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the casinos to the boardwalk, you know what I'm saying? Like the front of the casinos to the boardwalk and the waters is dope. Can't complain if you're into that. It's dope. But once you go past that blocks, you know, it's just despair, man. And it's like, I'm thinking, I got the ride now. Maybe I should move out and go into a nicer neighborhood where I'm the one that bothers everybody.
Yeah.
When they're like, damn, the neighborhood value just went down. They letting in the Puerto Ricans. You know, I want to be the one that brings down the value.
I couldn't recommend like this neighborhood where I live in particular. It's awesome, quiet, safe. Like,
yeah, but you know what I realized? AC don't like animals, man. Atlantic City, what up? Like that's the reason why I'm also thinking of not moving, because nobody wants pets. I got Mama. Shout out to Mama Cat. Big up to you. I know what you're doing. You're laying down on the ball, sleeping. That's all she does all fucking day.
That's a cat.
And attacks me. You know, when she wakes up and then she's filled with this energy and she attacks me. That's why this place is dope, man. She would love. Like when I get a new place, I got to think about Mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there enough room for her to run? You know, shit for her to climb on? What's the view look like? I got a good spot. Maybe I'll stay. I don't know. I'm going to look at what's out there.
Yeah, I mean, me and my girl are looking for a place right now, and the market's just kind of shot as far as rental goes. She's got a dog too, so we're trying to find a spot and get a dog.
They don't like
so it's like
animals,
it's
man. Atlantic City don't like animals. That's why there's so many homeless cats out here.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers moved out here without their cats, and then they had to get rid of them, so they put them on the fucking beach.
The lady actually across the street from me, she feeds all the stray cats in the neighborhood. So there's always like 5 or 6 cats that hang out right here.
Yeah, these cats are cool, dude. They once belonged to somebody because they'll like chill with you. Maybe it's just me. I'm kind of an animal, man. I mean, I smoke weed with squirrels and shit, you know. And that's real shit. Like, you looking at me like I'm bugging. It's real shit. Squirrels like weed. What you want me to tell you, man? Had this one squirrel used to come to my house. He used to come, I lived on when I first got divorced, I lived in this Jewish neighborhood, right? And I lived on top of these seeds. And
on top, his seeds. Is that what you said? No, seeds.
Yeah, I was in the attic, but it was a dope attic. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a mansion. It was like dope.
Yeah.
And I had this squirrel that used to run on the top by my window. And I used to go by that window because they didn't want me smoking weed. And I used to go by the window to smoke the weed. And this fucking squirrel came up one day and just started like coming right up to the fucking, screen and shit. And I was just, he's chilling. Fuck it. Secondhand. He ain't taking none of my weed.
Right.
And the motherfucker would start running all over the fucking, like he started running all over the roof and jumping on the trees and shit. I'd be like, little motherfucker, And then I'd be sleeping like the next day and I hear, and I look up and the fucking squirrel is shaking on the fucking screen, waking me up to smoke a fucking blunt, man. To be like, yo, what up, G? What's up with that blunt? And I'd get up and smoke a blunt with him. And the motherfucker do the same thing, run all over. I'm sure like my landlords always are upset when I leave. Like even this landlord wants me to stay. They're always upset. But I don't think anyone was more upset than that squirrel when I left, man. Because that motherfucker like showed up I was there for a year. He showed up. He started showing up like halfway through. And every day. That was our ritual. You know what I'm saying? We'd smoke a fucking, I know he'd show up, I'd go get a fucking, that's how it is, man. I had a cat that used to knock on my door in the building before, come in, hang out on my couch like it was all right, and then go back out.
Do you get Mama Cat high? And does she like the weed or no? Mama Cat?
Does she what?
Does she like weed?
I mean, I think she doesn't really like come up to try to get in it, but like when I'm smoking blunts, yeah, she'll chill with me.
Yeah, I dated a girl in college, and I would go over to her place at like 1:00 right after class every day, and I would come in, I'd sit on the couch, and I'd pack a bowl. And every day when I would walk in, the cat would jump on the table, sit in my lap, wait for me to blow some smoke in its ear, and then it would run off.
In its ear? How the fuck do you think cats take hits, man? They're not that different than people.
No, I was always
take hits through their ear, man.
I was always under the impression that.
Did you really think they fucking?
Dude, I'm dead serious. Yeah, someone told me that.
You're fucking lying. You are fucking lying.
I'm gonna Google it real quick.
There's no fucking way you blow it into their ear.
Yeah, cats.
What the fuck are you talking about? They smell through cats and dogs.
Yeah, that's
not through their noses. So all that sniffing shit they do. Then why is it when they go sniffing shit, they're not with their ears to the fucking floor sniffing shit? You're fucking that doesn't even
You don't
make
smoke
sense.
weed with your nose either.
But what do you know what I'm saying? Right through the fucking mouth. You blow it in their face.
I think it's
But you can son, real weed smell. When they blow that shit out, that little lingering, they go get that shit all in. Get that little shit in. Then you cough your brains out like I'm gonna do right now, just from pretending to do that shit.
All right, here we go. Let's see what this says.
What does it say, man?
I'm looking.
Do cats breathe through the? I can't even believe that popped up as a question, yo. Now watch me be wrong. Watch me be on. I mean, like, I don't know anything, man. Watch me be wrong. Watch me learn something. People, if I'm learning something, I'm sure anyone who follows me is learning something right now. Because I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, just to keep it real. What do we got going on over there, Brian? Breathing through the fucking ears. I've never heard that, dude. That's gotta be wrong.
I don't think it's so much a breathing thing.
Have you ever brought an animal to a vet?
It's like a bloodstream thing. It's like a bloodstream.
A bloodstream thing.
Yeah, that's what I was always under the impression.
No fucking way. What are you looking up? Where should you blow weed into an animal's face to get it high? What's the best place to blow?
Can cats get high?
Smoke into an animal's to get an animal high? Is it the ear? All I know is when I got high with that rabbit, he was taking it through the nose. I saw it going in his nose, son. So don't tell me, man. They breathe the same way we breathe. It's not. Nah, you bugging, son. So you're saying you want to do cocaine with a dog? You got to drop it in his ear, not just put it on a plate and let him sniff it.
All right, so I'm looking. There's some Reddit answers, and people are agreeing with me that it's through the nose, but it's not a credible source.
Reddit, a whole bunch of people like you that are like just fucking say, "Yo, this is true, man." Thank God for Reddit. It still makes dumb people look smart. You know what I'm saying? Like I miss those days. I miss those days when all you had to do was sound legitimate. You just had to sound like you knew what you was talking about, and people would accept that shit as fact. It's basically going back to that now in a way, if you think about it. You heard that new shit about racist, that math is racist. Have you heard about that?
I'm just going to close out. I can't find anything.
You're not going to find anything, dude, because, I'm trying to save you here, man. I'm trying to save you, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to find nothing about fucking cats blowing smoke. Google what's the best way to get your cat high on weed. Google that shit. Other than edibles, like it's gonna tell you where to blow the smoke in their face. You don't blow smoke in and not that I'm out here people trying to get animals high, man. I'm just saying that the whole thing of him blowing it in its ear, did it sound stupid to anybody else? I'm just sitting here bugging out. Cause here's the thing, Brian's one of those dudes that for some reason, and I don't know why, because the more I learn about him, the more I go, why did I think he was so intelligent? But because the shit he knows, it's like me. The shit I know. So I sound like I'm intelligent, but it's my ignorance that makes me, adorable. So like, he's that type of dude that if I listen to him, like if I listen to him, I listen to you and I think, oh, that makes sense. That's probably true. You know what I'm saying? And then you could be like, nah, I was just fucking with you. See, I'm not going to Google you. I'm old school. Nowadays I say anything and then if someone disagrees, they're right on fucking Google. Oh, no, you're wrong. Go fuck yourself with your fucking phone. You wouldn't have known I was wrong if you didn't have your phone. You're not intelligent. You're just a Google checker. You're just like, you don't live life on the edge. Get some bad information every now and then, motherfucker. Like, let's keep it real. What information is actually honest and true? You ever think of that? History goes to the winner.
All right, I'm gonna speak on this cat ear thing again. Since there's so many oppressive and repressive marijuana laws, they haven't been able to do enough scientific study on there. Give me like 10 years when they start researching shit a little bit more, and I'll get a better answer for you.
I think you're bugging, dude.
I might be bugging. It might have just been one of those things that I was like, I was smoking, and someone's like, "Yo, if you blow it into their ear, they get high." And I think
the dude was high and he was fucking with you, and you fucking that became knowledge to you. He caught you at the right time. And I'm gonna give you the benefit that Google was not around.
This is probably like this was like 2009.
Google's been around your whole life.
2008, 2009.
Right? Google's been around your whole life.
Yeah, probably. It wasn't probably widely used, but yeah, from my whole life.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. Like, all y'all new motherfuckers can't even imagine like a life without technology. Like, you know, a life without this fucking... We used to leave our phones home. Life was much better. I remember when the phones came out, dog, I didn't get a cell phone till I started doing comedy. Because people were getting mad at me. They were like, yo, you got to get a phone, you know? We're trying to get we're trying to book you on shit, get you on shows. We can't get in touch with you, you know. And I was like, fuck it. I had a flip phone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't want it. I would see people on the fucking phone arguing with their ladies. I'm fucking, you're not fucking listening. Like flipping on their ladies. And I would laugh. I would just laugh and be like, yeah, dog, you wouldn't be having that argument if you wasn't on the phone with her. You're not even home with her. And you're arguing with her. Get the fuck off the phone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to walk out the house. Just hang up the fucking phone, man. Yeah. You know, phone, they're good. Like, technology is good in theory most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because what it is, when you allow a person to do whatever, it's going to bring out the worst in a person. And that's the sad thing about people. You know, it brings out the worst. The internet was with good intentions. Now that shit is vicious. It's vicious. Man, you can't even get your ass kicked without somebody filming that shit and putting it on. It's bad enough you got your ass kicked. I got my ass kicked a lot, dog. I was little with a big mouth. I got my ass kicked a lot. And that's bad enough. Now you gonna fucking put it on the internet for the world to see. Motherfuckers in other countries know you got your ass kicked in Queens. You know? I saw a video of a dude, right? It was a white dude and a white chick, and they were in the delivery room. And they were having the baby, and the baby came out black.
Damn.
And they caught the picture, and then they go up like this to the kid, and the kid's like this. Like his face is in shock, right? And then they just like, they turned it into like a fucking rave beat, and like they're going close to his face and shit. Probably the most horrible moment in this man's life. The most horrible moment in this man's life. And they just turned it into a techno track, dog. You know, remember those white girls got saved. Those white chicks were fucking missing forever. They got saved, right? And they took a dude from the neighborhood, you know, who was a neighborhood, you know, dude, and they turned that shit into a song, dude. Remember that shit? Dead giveaway.
No, I
knew something was wrong the minute a pretty little white girl ran into a black man's arm. Dead giveaway. And then they were like, dude, dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. And they took all the shit and mixed it, like all the quotes. You know what I'm saying? We ate ribs with this dude, and we never had a clue that them kids was in that house. They said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway. And it was dope. It was a jam that y'all can't believe you never heard that shit.
Nah,
you gotta check Dead Giveaway.
I must have missed it.
Oh my God, dude, it's the one that I think that might have started them all. You know what I'm saying? Like they take you know, they take the worst interviews and just like start connecting and putting music to that shit, dog. And that's what I'm saying. Like that was real shit. These kids was tortured. And I laugh about it now because I guess, you know, is it enough time? But like they was kidnapped in this fucking house for years. It's real shit. And they turned it into a fucking, and look, Bernie didn't even do shit. Bernie didn't even do nothing. He was minding his own business. It was cold. He was just chilling. He wasn't even complaining that they stole shit from him. He wasn't complaining like these motherfuckers don't never let me get my shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he's usually the best shot, right. You know, like he didn't say shit. He was just sitting there. And that motherfucker ended up everywhere. The internet is vicious. They don't give a solid fuck.
Yeah, it's the memes and the videos like that are fucking great though. Like that's like the stuff that people put together and how fast they put it together. I don't even know how people come up with that stuff.
I think the government has an app that makes memes because they're listening to all of us, dude. I could come up with a new thing on stage, get off stage, wake up the next morning, it's a motherfucking meme.
Yeah,
it's a meme. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, like it's insanity how much power we give. Like, I really don't give a fuck about. Like, don't get me wrong. I want people to come and see me perform. I'm doing this. I want people to come and listen to me bullshit and think it's interesting or whatever. But I'm not going to give them enough power to be like, in a way, cancel me. You can't cancel me because, whatever, man. I'm used to having nothing. We went through a recession and I didn't even know that shit happened. I didn't even know. Everyone was losing. They thought the subprime loans and shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford the house when I got the house.
Right.
So when everyone started losing their houses, it was the same deal for me. I was just out there like, I was like, motherfucker, you didn't know your mortgage was due? Your mortgage is due. You don't know how much money you got coming in, how much money you got going out. Get your shit in order, man. If you need some more money, get out there and hustle, do something. I was out there painting houses and shit, to make the extra money to keep the fucking house. Because guess what? You need a motherfucking roof. Turned off the cable, turned off, there was a time everything was turned off. I was living off an antenna. You know what I'm saying? Old school. And it was fine. I've been there before. That's the one thing with this shit. Everybody bugging out. But you know what this showed me? I could live in a rich man's world. They can't live in mine. It's hard for them to live without when all they ever did was have.
Yeah, for sure.
But I've done it both. I've got it. I've been rich. I've been poor. You know what I'm saying? I was richest in my 20s to early 30s. I was walking around with more money in my pocket than I walked around with in the longest. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I could be rich. I could be poor. I could go right back to it. I'm content with nothing. And that's the thing. When you're content with nothing, what could they take from you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm frugal. Make that money and stack it. This way, when motherfuckers turn their back on you, which they usually do, you know what I'm saying? You all right. You go on living, man. We're all here for a moment. Everything's for a moment. That's why I don't understand why people bug when their moment has come.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's here. I might never get it. It might not ever happen. I might not achieve the goals that I want to set out to achieve. That might not ever happen. But if I do, and then it starts to dwindle, well, man, haven't you watched any of these motherfucking biographies, motherfucker? That's called life.
Mm.
No one's going to be there forever. You get your moment to shine, you shine as bright as you can shine, get what you can get, stack what you can stack. So when that shit is done, you can relax for the rest of your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you always kind of had this like this outlook on life, or is it something that you like, as you got a little bit older, started to develop a little bit?
It took me 50 years to acquire the thoughts that I have, man. Yeah. I used to be so fucking angry, man. And it shows sometimes. It pops up sometimes, but I'm real good at pulling it back and recognize. I mean, it's the shit that I've been taught, and hopefully I grow because, we all want to, no one's ever going to be perfect, but does that mean that we shouldn't strive for it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't we strive? It's like, It's like if you say you can't, it's not going to happen. So every day you just try to be a little bit better, be better than yesterday. That's it. Some days are better than the worst. Nobody's perfect. But at the end of the day, man, we got to take responsibility for the shit we do. And that's the problem I have. Nobody wants to take responsibility. And that's the reason why people are so manipulated so easy. That's the reason why, even though shit don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? Even though shit don't make sense, you could walk into a restaurant, gotta have your mask on, sit down, take the mask off, because shit doesn't go down. All of a sudden, this is the only virus, like when you cough and shit, it just floats right above, thank God, right above table level. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? A little bit lower, and they would have, we'd have to fucking all be eating like we Asian, like we Chinese and shit. We'd all have to fucking be sitting on the floor to eat. It's fucking ridiculous. Kids don't have to wear it. Kids are the most fucking snotty-nosed motherfucking walking around with bacteria motherfuckers. They touch everything. No one transfers more shit than kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have to wear it.
Dude, I'm
like, if it don't make sense, but yet people are so easily manipulated because you know what? It's a lot easier for someone to think for you. It's a lot easier. And I'm not saying I'm that motherfucker, because the truth is I know what it takes to change shit, and I don't want to do that, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to fucking rebel.
Yeah.
Go out there and fight and shit. You know what I'm saying? Grab my musket and fucking go out there and be like, let's fucking make this better. I don't, man. I mean, like I said, even what I'm trying to do, I'm not the first to try to do it. And for some reason, it seems unattainable. Because no matter how many people that can tell you, listen, I've lived a life of violence. I've lived a life of anger. I lived a life of blaming people and not taking responsibility and not loving myself. And I'm telling you, it's a choice we make. You can choose to love yourself, receive yourself as you are, and try to be a little better every day. And guess what? You will be. You know what I'm saying? And if that happens with you, you start living in love and showing love to other people, that starts to branch out. Takes years to change the way a person thinks, man. Mm-hmm. We've made agreements in our minds already that this is the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is the way it's supposed to be. We made those agreements. I'm supposed to feel this way. If a person loses someone close to them and don't cry, we go, that person didn't even cry. Because we made the agreement we're supposed to cry. Right. We're supposed to shed tears. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't. If you feel sad, shed some fucking tears. I cry every day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But people go, oh, he didn't cry. Well, maybe that person, does it mean the person don't care if he doesn't cry? But these are the things we do. We make these agreements with ourselves, and it's hard to change the way you think. It's taken me, years to even get this far. And then you have to separate yourself from the things that bring out the worst in you. Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm divorced. Yeah. It's not that my ex-wife, listen, it's not that she's not a good person. Mm-hmm. It's just that she brought out the worst in me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I allowed trying to always, be a certain way, be someone I wasn't, who made me angry because I was being someone I wasn't, and that's the thing. That's what we get caught up in, man. We have, I believe in the energy. We always put out energy. That's what I believe. I believe we're always a blessing or a curse to people, even to ourselves. We got to watch. It comes down even to the simple things of watching the things we say about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I suck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's right there. You putting curses upon yourself. I'm so stupid. And we all do it, but that's not building yourself up. You're breaking yourself down. People say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's an old saying. They don't say it no more.
Yeah, no, they definitely don't say that shit anymore.
No more. Don't get me wrong. I don't think people should be so sensitive. But at the same time, let's not act like there isn't power in words. I get paid to speak words.
Right.
Well, I don't get paid. When everything was open, I got paid. Let's not blow shit out of proportion. I'm just saying, like words don't hurt. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Anybody ever heard that and didn't feel some sort of hurt? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want a divorce. So-and-so passed away. Words hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? You suck. But that's because of the agreements that we made. You understand what I'm saying? That's because of the things we say in our minds with ourselves of what matters to us. It matters to me that these people like me. It matters to me that these people love me. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still like if you're a person that I think is cool and I got love for, man. I've learned to show what they call that agape love, man. You know what I'm saying? That's no pressure on you. If I got love for you, it's because obviously the way you act toward me, but you ain't gotta love me back.
Right.
It's not gonna change the fact that I got love for you as a person. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. People feel like I give you love, you don't love me back. I give you more love and you don't even love me back. Well, motherfucker, why I gotta love? Like, Is that why you love me? Because you want me to love you back? And that's the way I used to feel. You know what I'm saying? I used to feel like, yeah, but now I realize, nah, man, like I can't control how another person feels or what another person does. I can only control what I do.
Right.
Now, how that person treats me will change, the way I feel about a person. But, I can't even bring myself to hate someone. That takes so much energy out of me to put hate on someone. That means I love you more than I even thought. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. I love you so much, I hate you, and I'm going to spend my time thinking and hate. Man, fuck that. Time is short or long, but it's always short. In the eyes of eternity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
See, that's the thing. People always look short term. Even if you think in your head, I'm going to live to 100. And I don't even think that way. You know what I'm saying? I always think, today's my last day. This is my last day here on earth. That's what I think. I can get in that car and boop, boop, boop. Anything can happen. You got steps. I can fall down them shits, man. So it's like, I live in a sense of it could be my last day, but I know I'm eternal, dog. We're eternal. So in the eyes of eternity, life is short. Whether I live another 100 years, life is still short, but it happens quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy shit of everything. It's short, but it happens, but like it's everything changes fast, dog. Look at me, I'm doing a fucking podcast, man. I've been in the game 5 years and it seems like a blink of an eye. And this is my third podcast. Like, who the fuck am I to think anybody want to hear but you know what I'm saying? It's like everything starts changing. You would ask me a year ago, what was I doing fucking 6 years ago? I was 20 years deep designing clothes, thinking that was going to be me.
So that's when you started in comedy? It was 5 years ago?
About 6 now.
Yeah.
It feels longer, but that's the crazy shit. Like,
that's the thing with time, though, man. It's like, everything always kind of feels like, I think it's because of like a memory thing. Like you can't really like actually remember, like the human memory is shit, So it's like, I mean, you can like, I can remember stuff that happened to me 6 years ago, but it's not really like there. It's almost like looking at a photograph. You know what I mean?
Some people are good at that shit, but it's fucking with everybody's mind now. Because one thing all this shit is exposed is the illusion of time.
Right.
There's an illusion of time. Like I remember telling my mother the other day, like she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm heading back." When did I say the other day? This could have been 4 months ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This could have been 4 months ago in reality, because I don't remember time that much now, especially once you do comedy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I remember that when I had to wake up Monday to Friday, because I knew that on Saturday and Sunday I had off.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to remember when Saturday and Sunday is here. I don't want to forget and show up to work. You know what I'm saying? But now, I don't work. I don't work. It's like when you grind for what you love to do, it's not work. It's I have purpose. I do what I want to do because I love what I love to do. And there's people out there who appreciate it. And as long as I could always put 30 to 50 seats in a club, then who could stop me? No doubt I want to put 1 million seats in fucking a stadium. No doubt. I would love that shit. I would love that shit. And if I should make it like I think I am, you know what I'm saying? And I reach that pinnacle, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, I don't want to lose this, No, I'm going to enjoy the moment. Because life happens fast. So I should be lucky enough to take that ride up and down again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of years in the middle of that. Or it could happen quick. You never know. With this shit right here, it could take one word. One word could destroy you. One word, and all of a sudden, as you play Madison, and now those places don't want to let you in because of one fucking word you said that offended somebody.
Yeah.
I could tell you this. Me and Brian both don't know what this podcast is really going to be about. This was going to be about me kicking shit with this motherfucker. Every now and then I'll bring someone in, but, this is what it's going to be. And I'm going to say straight up, man, if you're easily offended, then this ain't what you want to listen to. Because although today I might have been kicking some shit, tomorrow the hangover might be a little thick and I might be in a different mood. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be a little angry. I might be a little upset at all the stupid shit going on. Who knows? But if you're easily offended, don't fucking watch my podcast. Don't even show it to my show. If you're one of those dudes who can fucking still be threatened by a woman holding back pussy from you, then you probably don't want to watch my podcast because you're bitch made and, I'm probably going to offend you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a lot of things going on, but I feel like that's the thing with time is that this whole thing and locking us down, dude, like it's crazy how I feel like I did so much today. Like what you do today? I got a lot done today. What you do? Oh, I woke up, I did my laundry, came home, I, put the laundry away. I did the dishes in the sink. I actually cleaned up my living room and I made breakfast. That's a lot. I used to do that shit in work Monday through Friday. I used to do 8 hours of work, come home, do the dishes, fucking make dinner, do all, like you do 2 things, 3 things, and you're like, oh, I did a lot today. Whew, what a long day. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, everything had to be so compounded into time that you were getting so much done.
There's nothing worse than having to be somewhere for 8 hours a day from 9 to 5 every single day.
And now people are noticing that. I know people who only had to go into work once a week and they were upset about that. Like, damn, I got to go back once a week because they're working from home.
Right.
And now they got to go twice a week and they're like, oh, fuck, I got to go twice. But you used to go 5 days a week.
Yeah, it's brutal. When I was working, I had the, regular job. I'm still working there kind of part-time right now, but, having to be there 12 days in a row, then take 2 days off, then 12 days in a row and 2 days off. It's like, it's soul crushing really is what it is.
You know what's crazy is the more people just did them. Just figure out what you love and turn it into a hustle. Do you? Yeah. Now's the best time. Like if more people did that shit, man. And don't get me wrong, some people like, listen, if you're not happy doing what you like, because listen, I know people that just work behind a counter in a bodega. My bodega dude, he happy. He loves what he does. He don't own the store. He works there. He's down with the owner. They cool people and he loves what he does. He just enjoys his life.
Yeah, some people don't want the hassle.
That's fine, man. You know what I'm saying? Find what makes you happy and do that shit. If you're miserable, stop doing it, man. It's only going to make you more miserable. It's only going to make you, the best thing that ever happened to me was I got fired. Well, they didn't fire me. They just let me go. You know what I'm saying? But when they let me go, man, it's crazy because I thought I was there fucking almost 20 years. 19 years, 11 months, and 3 weeks. They really didn't want to give me that watch, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know they let go after that long.
Yeah, and then try to say, nah, that's a whole other story. See, I can't even diss them because they did me a favor. I would have never left.
Right.
That's how complacent we get. Like I talk all this shit, but I can get complacent too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's how complacent we get. In my heart, I knew I was destined not to, like, come on, man, I'm not meant to be here designing clothes. Look at me. This is styling for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about clothes, man. Fashion wants you to believe that clothes makes the man. Nah, man, the man makes the clothes. Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things that people want, everybody wants to feel special. Can't you understand? Like, motherfucker, you are who you are. That's what makes you fucking special. Like, even you can't go nowhere without them trying to make you feel like you're better than, you can't go nowhere. Try to go to fucking Great Adventures this summer. $50 just to get in. $50 just to get in. So now you got 2 kids on a budget. You want to bring your kids to motherfucking Great Adventures. Right? $50. Scrape up some cans, maybe get a discount on a Monday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But either way, the can, and then the price of the foods, right? All that shit's going to crush a person that's trying to, right? So it's bad enough this person spent this money to get into Great Adventures, which the price alone kind of makes it exclusive. So you get in there and they still make you feel like shit because now there's a golden pass. So if you have a little more money than these scrubs who fucking managed to scrape up and save for their 2 kids to come in, you got a little more money than them, you could cut them online, man. Fuck them. They've been waiting for 45 minutes. Don't get on that line. Swipe your shit. We'll call you. And I ain't gonna lie, I did that shit. I got that pass. It felt good when I click and I go to walk in and someone's about to get in the roller coaster and you're like, Sorry, dog, I'm next, man. Next time, Save those fucking, see, I saved my change, dog. That's what we did. Yeah. We saved our motherfucking change in a bag, and then at the summer, we empty it out, go to fucking whatchamacallit, cash it in. That was our easy pass. That was that golden pass. Yeah. I got the golden ticket. I'm better than you. But they know motherfuckers like to save their change. So they don't want me feeling that special. So now they had the super golden pass. Then now you can do 5. See, I can only do one ride at a time. You know what I'm saying? I can only do one. Boom, I hit that ride. I gotta wait. Let's go, let's go shoot some basketball or shoot, blow up some clown heads with some water. Wait for this ride.
Yeah.
Right? But you get the super pass, you can get 5 rides. Click, 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 click. So by the time you get off that ride, the other one says, come to us. And then you get on the next ride, then you get on the next ride, and you get on the next ride. I can't afford that, man. I can't keep that much change. You know what I'm saying? So now they're better than us. Then they got certain things that you got to pay more. Go-karts. Buzzing around your little 9-year-old, 10-year-old's fucking thing. Got go-karts. Dad, I want to go on the go-karts. Let's go on the go-karts. Oh, no, that's $30 more per person. You slimy motherfuckers. You said $30 more. I just paid $150
just to get in the door.
$150 for me and my 10-year-old and my 7-year-old who ain't even gonna remember this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And now you want another $30 for me, and who's gonna hold? Oh no, I gotta wait. Nah, I can't even get on my son. What? Fucking, and it's in everything. It's in everything, man. They try to make other people like, order ahead. Order ahead. You know what I'm saying? Get the card and order ahead. What if you ain't got a card? Now you got to go there and show up. Now the person who orders ahead comes in, boom, gets their shit.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. And they talk about they don't want equality. They always want someone to feel better than the other. Don't think for a second that any side wants equality. You know what I'm saying? Don't think for a second they give a fuck about us. Because they don't. You think they give a fuck about drunk drivers? They can easily put a tube in every fucking car that to get in, you gotta blow in that bitch.
Right.
Now, no doubt you can get around it by having someone else blow in it, but now you going around the law.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And yet they turn around and they say, oh, we're making these laws because we care. No, you're not making those laws because you care, because if you care, you make it harder for people to drunk drive. How hard is it? These cars drive themselves now. Come on, man. It's all bullshit. Don't let them think that they fucking give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about you, me. They don't want equality. They always want people to feel separated. At the end of the day, that's what they want. People to feel separated. And as long as you put your values in what you have and what the other person has and this and this, as long as that's your values, then they'll always be able to control you like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to live a life where what comes out of me is nothing but love. I love the air. I opened my windows today on the ride here. You know what I'm saying? For the first time all year.
It was nice, right? And I did the same thing when I was in the car.
You know what I'm saying? When you start to appreciate the air and you start to appreciate every breath you take, because that's not guaranteed. It's not. You think anybody who breathes their last breath thinks that breath is their last breath? The last breath is it. Boom. It's the last breath, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is anyone stressing when any moment there's no guarantee? You want to live your last breath, your last minute of your life. You want to live that shit because you was upset about even the dumb bitch on fucking whatchamacallit, man. Fucking the airline shit, man. Not even not listening. Take some time to fucking listen, man. Relax.
That was so irritating. Huh?
I'm saying asking questions, not listening.
Oh, yeah.
It's irritating. Of course, I was watching you get irritated, and I can't lie. The more you got irritated, the more I laughed. And then you're like, can I go down there and make, and I'm thinking, I already knew you could. And I'm just like, yeah, he could. But I was just letting you get the answer from her because it was so hysterical watching you get angry.
There was something satisfying about making her tell me that I wanted to. And every time I asked her, I was like, well, can I, because spirits sometimes won't have people at the counter. So I wanted her to tell me that there was going to be somebody there. And every time she went to say yes, the phone went.
Oh yeah, that shit was horrible. Like I said, it sounded like you were talking through coconuts.
Yeah. It was like a tin can telephone system down in Florida or wherever she was.
That's exactly what it sounded like. She was like in, like, I don't even know. Like she was just in some hut somewhere hanging out by the beach.
I had an uncle who used to have this like, it was like a $9, I can't remember what the name of it was. It was like a $9 home phone, like phone line. Like his landline was like, it was like right at the beginning of the internet when it started to become more mainstream. There was it was like Magic Jack or something. I think it was called Magic Jack. And it was a really shitty telephone service. But instead of paying, Verizon or whoever to give his phone bill, he did it through them. And every time you called them, it sounded like that. And that's what it was like. You can get better signals from fucking Mars than the signal I had with that lady.
It's all, it could be deflating sometimes. Like I said, don't get me the misconception that I don't get angry over shit, man.
Yeah.
Just today, Easy Pass alone, those motherfuckers. Like Easy Pass is the biggest scam in the fucking world. They're the biggest scam. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fucking scam. And I think they're tied into, cause like that's the thing too. Like you go on your map and it says stay to the left. And then you stay to the left, you realize you're going through the Easy Pass Express lane. Like if you don't know where you're going, it says stay to the left, you stay to the left. And you're going through the Easy Pass Express lane. You're like, motherfucker, how come you didn't say go to your left if you have Easy Pass or go to your right for full service? What? How much more do you have to pay this person to say that on the map? He only has to say it once. It's not like they have to repeat it every time they say it. You say it once and it's on there.
Put it in there, yeah.
Like we pay for shit nobody does anything to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like I pay for $5 for my bank account. There's a service charge for $5. What service? Does somebody go and clean my digital money or have to clean the digital room? Like what am I paying for them? To wipe the computer screen that they're looking at my digital funds on? What am I paying you for? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. I like that's the problem with this fucking thing, man, is that people like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
Sometime, probably like 5 or 6 years ago, I came to this conclusion that no matter what, somebody's trying to sell something to you or make a buck off of you. And I kind of like internalize that or whatever. And I just know that automatically now. You know what I mean? It's part of like growing up. And it's no matter where you go, somebody's just they're just trying to hustle you on something. I went out to a restaurant in AC the other night. I get the check. It's $58.84. I'm like, okay. I handed my debit card. She comes back and the receipt that she gave me was for like $60 or $61. And I'm sitting there with my boy and I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? I'm looking at the top and I'm reading that it's the same table number, same account number, or whatever. There's a 3% credit card charge.
Yeah, why?
For what? Why?
Does someone actually grab the credit card and run to the bank with it and then come back?
I mean, I know.
See, but here's the thing. You got to start using their logic against them. Like, I'm going to take it back real quick because I brought this up. The whole thing about they were saying how math is racist now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And they're saying that 2 and 2, we've always been taught that 2 and 2 is 4, but it might not be 4. It could just be 5. Right? That's the logic they want to throw at us now. So use it against them. Next time they give you a fucking $75 fucking bill, $65, $61 bill, you throw a $5 bill on there and you say, yo, do me a favor, give me back the change. And they go, excuse me, what are you talking about? You say, what are you talking about? And they say, that's a $65 bill and you only gave me $5. You say, no, that's a $100 bill I just gave you. What? Say what? Are you racist? Like, that's a $100 bill I just gave you. That's 65. You owe me 40. Use it against them, dog.
We should do that. We should go out to eat and we should do that to somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're trying to teach us now. Yeah. They don't want... See, that's the thing, man. When you remove an absolute truth, then you can manipulate anything.
Yeah. Then nothing's true.
Then nothing is true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I mean, the most foundational thing we had as absolute truths was math in a sense. Yeah. 2 and 2 is 4.
Right.
Not anymore, dog. And I knew this shit was coming. I said this shit years ago where I was saying there's gonna come a point in time, right around and this is years. I must have been like 15 when I said, there'll come a time when they sell weed in cigarette boxes and it becomes legal. And I started not believing that. The more people started going to jail on times for it, but I knew eventually people couldn't be so ignorant as to think that marijuana should be illegal. It's insanity. In fact, it was marijuana that made me say we're being lied to. Because when I was like 13 years old, man, I believed the system. I believed we landed on the moon. I believed all that shit. Whatever they told us, I believed, And when I first smoked my first fucking blunt, and I remember them giving it to me, and I was all scared and shit. I was like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong, yo. And I took the hit, and the first time I ever got high, I said to myself, how the fuck can this be wrong? How can this be wrong? I'm hanging out with a bunch of dudes who right now we would have been, if we wasn't smoking weed, we would have been drinking 40s and hard liquor. And we would have went out and jumped somebody or stole some shit or, broke something in the streets and being loud and or whatever. Right now we chilling listening to Bob Marley and Pink Floyd. Everybody's telling cool stories. We laughing. I feel cool. Like I was kind of edgy and angry before, but now I'm kind of happy to be chilling here with my brother. How can they're lying to us? It was the first. I swear to God,
that was the first time you smoked too.
The first time, I knew my parents were lying to me. You know what I'm saying? I knew my parents were lying to me. But that was the first time I realized that, man, who can you trust? Who can you trust? Because this is ridiculous, and the fact that so many people believe that this is wrong, no matter what their eyes show. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they see. Drinking, you wake up with a bitch, you wake up, you're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do last night? You don't do that with weed. If someone says they did, they lying. I said it, you're lying. If someone said, I slept with you because I was high on weed, you're fucking lying. I'm not trying to say that it doesn't make you a little more, what do they call that?
Lower your inhibitions a little bit. Yeah.
Like in other words, but it doesn't lower your inhibitions. You're gonna fuck someone you don't want to fuck.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
It's not gonna turn a housewife into a hoe.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna turn a hoe into a house. It's not that powerful, dog. It's not what it does. So cut it out. Cut it out to the point of even now it's legal out here and people still see it like it's something fucking wrong and whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care what people think.
I think people just want to. It's easier, or it makes more people feel safe to just be able to say, if somebody, whether it's the government or some other sort of institution, tells them the way it is. It makes them feel safe to just want to believe it.
People want to be told what to believe, what to think.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And what they're trying to put in our brains now is that there is no absolute anything. Well, what does that sound like, man? There has to be an absolute.
What the fuck this sounds like?
There has to be an absolute truth to something, man. If 1 and 1 ain't 2, then what the fuck are we all? Then fuck it. Let's all make it with, shit. I'm going to buy a house today with this fucking pack of Newports. As far as I'm concerned, this is a gold brick. Yeah. And for you to say anything different, motherfucker, is racist. What do you mean that's not a gold fucking brick I'm showing you right there? It's a gold fucking brick.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the house. It's all about what we put value to. Because even money. I hate when people talk about the value of money or the value of the dollar's dropping. Really? I don't know. A dollar is still a dollar. No doubt it's cost me a couple more dollars. The value of the dollar. No, it's the whole thing of even saying you need to raise prices is all bullshit. And the whole thing of what's backing it is bullshit. Because what's supposed to back a dollar? Gold?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing now.
Gold,
it's nothing.
Gold is supposed. Listen,
but it was gold. Right? Yeah, gold. It was gold.
So what's the value of gold? Who puts a value on gold? Gold has never came and picked me up anywhere when I was lost. Gold has never gave me a hug when I needed a hug or love when I needed love. Gold has never took my back. Who puts the value on gold?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody came along at one point and said, this is valuable. You know what I'm saying? The diamonds are valuable. What have my earrings ever done for me? They twinkled in the right light every now and then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the value of money, the truth of the matter is they keep talking about no one got print up the fucking money. We've already made the agreement that if I show you a fucking dollar bill and it's the right paper and the right quality, it means something to us.
Yeah.
We already made that agreement. The agreement's here. The agreement ain't in the gold or what's backing it because that has no value fucking either. It's pretty. I like gold. I like diamonds. They're pretty. But why they gotta be so fucking expensive? Who says that that's what it's fucking worth?
I don't know, man. People got a lot more money than us.
When the shit all goes down and the zombie apocalypse hits, motherfucker, how much are you gonna trade your diamond fucking Rolex in for a fucking life? How much is those zombies gonna care about that diamonds? Is it valuable to them? If we all decided, fuck it, you know what? Monopoly money has value. You know, we're tired of waiting for that stimulus. Run out, get yourself a Monopoly game, and whatever values are in there, that's what you're starting off with. If everyone up here made that agreement, because that's the same place we made the agreement with everything else, if everyone turned around and said, you know what, fuck waiting for the stimulus check. Run out and get a Monopoly game or any Hasbro game, any game that has dollar bills in it. And that's value. You can use that and we can buy and trade. Then guess what? Monopoly money is what everybody wants to get printed up. Keep those games coming. I already know that makes that wong sound.
Nah, you're good. People. Yeah, you're good. It's not that
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, before they had like, you know, coins and shit like that, you just traded something because, you know, you needed
traded a goat.
Yeah. For a wife.
For a wife. Traded a goat, man. Good pussy back in the day was worth like 2 goats, a cow, and a sheep and shit.
It's,
you know, tune in next week. We'll tell you how the value of pussy has dropped or raised since goats and cows. Normally I would say I want to go like completely freestyle and however long we talk is however we talk, but I feel like that's what we're gonna do for the day. I gotta go and see some houses, man. I don't know if I'm gonna move, but I feel like you always gotta look at your options. And if there's a place either at the same price with a washer dryer.
You need the washer dryer, man. The washer dryer is huge.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'll go a little higher for like you have washer dryer here.
Oh yeah, you have.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you got to. The only place I wouldn't have a washer dryer in is if I lived in Manhattan. That's it.
Yeah, you know. And you got a tenant downstairs.
Yeah, he's the landlord. He owns
the landlord. See, I
spot.
can't live with the landlord. That's another thing.
I would never do it again.
Yeah, no, I can't live with the land. I've done it already, man. Like I told you, the Jewish people I live with, man, I told you, I said it on the other day, they used to beat each other, man. I don't know who was beating who, but the other person definitely took it out as a trooper, and whoever's dealt it hard.
Yeah.
Like they will, you'd hear shit. I'd be like, do I call the cops on my landlord?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do in that situation, dog? Do you call the cops on your landlord? Like, I mean, if it gets taken away, who do you pay the rent to? And then I don't know if the person who like is getting beat up like wants to raise my rent. Maybe they were beating that person because they wanted to raise the rent. They were like, he's a good tenant. Shut up, leave him alone. He pays on the 1st every month. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but let's see what's out there, man. I'm gonna go look at a place with a fireplace, and
I got to hook up on some wood. I'll give you, if you get the fireplace, I'll give you some good wood.
Oh, you give me some good wood, motherfucker? Is that like some sort of like in your window right there?
Oak.
You gonna give me some good wood?
Solid Italian oak.
Solid Italian oak. This motherfucker's over here. Anyway, man, listen. I hope you guys enjoyed the first podcast. I felt like it was interesting. I think we hit some shit here and there, man. This is what I'm gonna do. Each week I'm gonna come down with this dude. We're gonna kick some shit and do another episode of Rated G. And I'm back, like I said, episode 1 or 50, depending on if you were watching when I was Rated G before I did comedy. My man, big up to my man Brian Licata. Big up to ACJokes, man. You can catch me at ACJokes pretty much every week and almost every day. If you ask for me by name and I'm not on, they'll probably come and get me. And anyone who's listening, I love y'all, man. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.